G'day, Mark from Mustard Bikes here in the workshop today to show you how to replace this stock Ducati Fender with one of our Mustard Bikes tail tidies. Now this product is for the Ducati V2 and V4 Panigale and Streetfighter with all the variations from 25 onwards. Now in order to show you how to fit this, we've got a bike on the bench here in the workshop today. Nah, just kidding. So we designed this product remotely, and as such we haven't actually got the bike here, but we've got a bunch of pictures of the installation process as well as a stock Fender here, courtesy of one of our customers, to show you how the process is done. Now before we get started though, we're going to need some tools. This install was filmed with an early release bike. As bike designs are updated and revamped over the years, some aspects of this installation may have changed. Please check our video description below to find out if there are any changes to the installation process shown here. To finish the job, you'll need a pair of side cutters, a 3mm and a 4mm Allen key, a T20 Torx bit, in our case we have it as a socket, but an Allen key style will also do the job, a Phillips head screwdriver, a 10mm spanner or socket, and a small flat blade screwdriver will also help to undo the plugs. In the box, you'll find the plastic base for the kit, the card that directed you to the video, a small bag with a number of nuts and bolts and washers and assorted parts in it, and then wrapped in paper amongst all these peanuts is the kit itself. So you've got your two mounting arms and then the face plate with the LED number plate light pre-fitted. In the bag you'll find a number of cable ties, these two little black keeper plates for your indicators, two white hex spacers, they do sometimes come in black, and then a number of nuts and bolts including these two M5 bolts, two smaller dome-headed M5 bolts, and another two smaller M5 dome-head bolts again. These two M6 countersunk bolts, and two M6 nylock nuts. So now we have everything together that we need to finish the job, we can start by removing the stock fender from the bike. Use your 4mm Allen key to remove the 4 bolts shown here. Being careful that as you remove the last bolt, the fender is going to drop away from the bike. This will now give you access to the 3 plugs connecting the fender to the bike. Disconnect all 3 of them as shown here. And just like that, the stock fender is removed from the bike. Now if you're using the stock indicators, we're going to need to disassemble that stock fender so we can get those indicators to fit to the tail tidy. So it's over to the bench where we'll show you how to assemble the tail tidy. To disassemble the fender, we're going to use our Torx T20 bit to remove the 3 screws here. And then on the top side, again using our T20 bit, remove the 4 bolts on the top. With all these bolts removed, we can then separate the 2 halves. Now, as we remove these indicators, we're just going to pay attention as to which side these indicators go. So in this case, got the right one here, and the left one we're going to put to the left-hand side. So we can now take our faceplate and fit the indicators to that. We're going to start with our right-hand indicator, and the first step is to disassemble it. We're going to use our 4mm Allen key to remove the bolt down the centre here. So this allows us to disassemble the whole indicator. I'm just going to pull that all the way through. And so we're left over with this rubber grommet here. This rubber grommet fits into the bracket here. So the easiest way to do that is take the narrow side and squeeze that in like such. Now if this is really tight, it can help to put this in a mug of hot water just to soften up the rubber. So we can now continue by fitting the indicator back. And so for this next step, we're not going to use this original bolt. We're going to use this longer bolt that came in the kit, as well as one of these small spacers. So we're going to run the bolt through there. And then we take this indicator here, and then you'll see down this side is the thread. So this wire just runs through the little slot in the plate here. And then we do that bolt up. Do that one up nice and tight. And then of course we repeat the process on the opposite side. At this point we can start to assemble the rest of the fender eliminator. We're going to start by unraveling the LED bolt here. And then we're going to take the right arm here, as well as one of our countersunk bolts and nylock nuts, and we're going to fit that to the faceplate. We can then use our Phillips head screwdriver and our 10mm spanner to do that one up. Now we're just going to nip that one up so that we still have a little bit of movement in this arm, so we just need to position this later. And then of course we do the same to the other side. So the next step is to tidy up this wiring before we fit the cover plate. So to do that, we're going to need a bunch of cable ties that came in the kit. And the first step is we're going to flip this upside down and then take these indicator wires here. And we'll run a cable tie through this hole in the arm here and just capture one side of the indicator wire there. So run those indicator wires downwards and just do that one up here. Then we do the same to the other side. And then we're going to trim the sides of those cable ties off with our side cutters. We can then flip it back over. Now this is where this wiring does get a little bit fiddly. Basically what we're trying to aim to do is to coil the wires up in such a manner that where this sheathing finishes ends up just around where this bolt hole is. So if you have our wider version of this product, the amount of coiling might be a little bit different. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to start by taking our indicator wire here, and then you'll see in the arms there's these little holes. So we're going to run those from the back side and then back up through. And then initially we're just going to start this cable tie and not actually do it up, just until you hear that first click. So then we're going to do the same here. From the back side, back up through the top here, and then so to coil this wire we're going to feed it back through that loop, and we're just going to keep going until we have a little bend on the end here, like such. And then we're going to do this furthest cable tie up. Trim that off. And then we're going to run this one back through here again. And just run that through like such. So hopefully you can see that properly there. And then do this second cable tie up. Then we're going to trim that off. And then of course we do the same to the other side, except when we do this one, we're also going to encapsulate this LED bolt wire to it. So we're going to start by putting the cable ties through. And then again on this side. And then just like last time, I'm going to take these wires, that one's come out, roll it back through, until we get that little loop on the end here, and do that up. Trim that cable tie, and then again through the other end here. And then back through. I'm just going to pull this LED bolt one a bit further through so it's held behind the arm there, then do that up and trim that cable tie as well. So the last step for the assembly of the tail tidy is to fit the cover plate. We're also going to have these two little hex spaces here, so we're just going to put those over to the side for one moment. So this cover plate goes with the textured side facing down and the machine side facing up. So we start by feeding all this wiring through the access hole. Like such. And then line these holes up with the base plate there. So if we flip this over, we're going to take the long bolt that came in the kit and feed it through these rear holes. Now these are tight, they're designed to screw into the plastic, so you will have to do these up with your 3mm Allen key. So we're just going to wind those all the way through, and then we do the same on the other side. So with those in place, we can then turn this back over. And that's where these two spaces come in place, and the reason that these are captive into the plastic. We sit these spaces over the top, and that assembly is then ready to fit to the bike. Offer the assembly up to the bike and connect the number plate light and the two indicator connectors back to the bike itself. Start by loosely threading the forward two bolts, making sure you've included the spaces to the bike. So now that we've got the tail tidy loosely fitted to the bike, we just want to do a few safety checks before we fully tighten everything down. Now, obviously we don't have the bike here, but we've done a similar process on the previous generation V2, so we're just going to use that footage to show you. The last few jobs to finish up before we're done, we're going to take our key, turn the ignition on, and then just check that all our lighting's working correctly. I like to double check the brake just in case, check that the number plate light's working, and of course check that your indicators are working on the correct sides. If they're not, you probably installed them back to front. All you have to do is swap the plugs over and it should be correct. Now we're sure everything's working correctly, we can add the last two bolts and tighten everything down. We can now align the plate holder on the back of the tail tidy and then use our Phillips head screwdriver and 10mm spanner to tighten it up once we're happy with the alignment. And that's it. All that remains is to fit your number plate. Now, it's a good idea after a few rides, just go over everything, check all the nuts and bolts are still tight, check that all your lights are still operating correctly. Hopefully this video has helped you with your install. We really appreciate you watching. If you haven't yet purchased this product and you'd like to, mustardbikes.com. We carry a whole range of tail tidies for a whole range of bikes, including the previous generation V2, the Ducati Monster and numerous others. Don't forget to tag us on your Instagram pictures, get in touch with us on Facebook. We love hearing from our customers. And as well, if you can like and follow this video, it really helps us in the algorithm. Thanks again for watching, until next time. And we can then go and ascend, almost there.